Even the guardian angel was told to leave. That was one of the moments that made me stop and think. Today we're talking about Sahaja Yoga, and 10 things people rarely speak about publicly. Before we begin, what is Sahaja Yoga? Sahaja Yoga is a spiritual movement founded in 1970 by Sri Mataji. It centers around Kundalini awakening and the idea of achieving self-realization, liberation from ignorance, through meditation and devotion to the Guru. Practitioners are taught that subtle vibrations provide answers and guidance, and that meditation is the key spiritual tool. Now, here are 10 controversial or lesser discussed aspects often raised by critics and former members. Number 1. The deification of the founder. Followers are taught that Sri Mataji was an incarnation of the divine, said to be the mother of the universe, equal to figures like Jesus or Buddha. She is viewed as a perfect being who never sinned. Devotees may see themselves as instruments of the divine, purifying the world through their existence. Number 2. Cutting off the past. Some former members describe being encouraged to detach from their past, even symbolically destroying diaries or childhood items. In extreme interpretations, distancing from family or previous spiritual beliefs is framed as necessary for spiritual growth. Number 3. Avoiding negative outsiders. There are claims that outsiders are seen as spiritually negative, and that contact with non-members should be limited to avoid energetic contamination. Number 4. Arranged marriages. Marriages have reportedly been arranged within the movement, sometimes by senior leaders, or with strong guidance from the Guru's authority structure. These unions are presented as spiritually beneficial, chosen to best support one's growth. Refusal, according to some accounts, could be interpreted as ego or spiritual resistance. Some former members have described traumatic experiences related to these arranged marriages. Number 5. The dissolving of individual identity. Personal ego is seen as an obstacle to enlightenment, and individuality may gradually give way to identification with the movement and the Guru. In line with certain interpretations of Hindu spiritual philosophy, the loss of total individual identity is framed as spiritual progress. Members have reportedly been encouraged to stop using the word I and replace it with we. Number 6. Suppression of negative emotions. Members are encouraged to avoid anger, hatred, or negativity. However, former participants claim that the Guru's anger was considered spiritually justified, while ordinary members were expected to remain calm and surrendered. Number 7. Spiritual superiority. Some describe a belief that Sahaja Yoga represents the highest spiritual truth, and that its followers are participating in uniquely important spiritual work. This can lead to a sense of spiritual elitism and us versus them worldview. Number 8. Discouragement of critical thinking. Meditation is presented as the universal solution. Tired, meditate. Doubting, meditate. Emotional pain, meditate. Some former members claim that questioning was subtly discouraged, and that reading outside literature was not recommended. The answer was always deeper surrender and more meditation. Number 9. Authority structure and obedience leadership structures reportedly revolve around the Guru and appointed senior figures. Some critics claim that even children were considered spiritually belonging to the Guru, and in certain cases were educated away from parental influence. Number 10. Total devotion to the Guru. In movements structured like this, the Guru inevitably becomes the focal point of everything. Devotees offer food to Guru or in front of her picture, meditate before the Guru's image, and analyze every word or gesture. The emotional high of receiving personal attention from the Guru can override exhaustion, sacrifice, and long-term personal cost that is common in these strict sects. This video is not an attack on individual practitioners. Many people join spiritual movements seeking peace, healing, and meaning. But when devotion turns into dependency, when meditation replaces critical thought, when identity dissolves into obedience, it's worth asking questions. Spirituality should expand your autonomy, not shrink it.